In this episode of INN CEO Talks, we're talking about cannabis with Quantum Media CEO Russ Rossi. The company's Quantum One Cannabis is a growing chain of retail outlets dedicated to the highest quality products and exceptional customer service. Ross, welcome back. Great to see you again.
Hey, thanks, Stu. Nice to be back.
You know, when we talk, pardon me?
Rainy Vancouver.
In rainy Vancouver. You know, the last time we talked back in the fall of 2021, you were just set to open your new store in Vancouver on Cannabis Street. And as I understand, you're getting ready to open another one in North Vancouver. But let's start by talking about what has happened with your flagship store on Cannabis Street. Is it panning out as hoped for or projected?
Yes, it is. We're really proud of the shop. It's on 41st and Cannabis, right across from the big liquor store. Our projections is following the track of our projections, not as accelerated as we thought they would, but they are increasing every week, and we're very happy with the store. We're happy. We're now into cash positive profitability. I think that as we planned, we wanted to secure that area and anticipate all the growth that's there. The $6 billion development of the big Oak Ridge Center renovation, plus the 7 or 8 skyscrapers that are going in for residents. So, I mean, that's taken a bit longer than anticipated, but in the next 18 to 20 months, you're going to have an extra 10, 20,000 people living there, an extra 10,000 to 15,000 shopping, and we're the only cannabis store in that region. So we're really happy to have it. It's going well. We have a great model in terms of floor space, in terms of rent. Everything's great. Come on down and try some cannabis at the Cannabis store. It's fantastic.
Well, it's interesting to see that you're getting that kind of increase, considering the massive amount of construction that's still going on there. What are you attributing that growth to?
Probably the good looks of the CEO, but that aside, it's great customer service. Great presentation, great knowledge with our staff, and I think you couple that with, it's classic good service, okay, and good product, but we're also, as all stores are experiencing, slowly eroding the black market, and people are seeing that this alternative. I mean, just like when with prohibition and when alcohol first came in, people were still operating moonshine and distilleries, stills out of their basement, and slowly people just gravitate from that because. The fact of the matter is, when you're a big volume producer, you can produce more consistently, more economically, and the products are always consistent. It's like getting a Big Mac at McDonald's. You use that analogy. You get exactly what ingredients you want and are shown on the package every single time. So I think it's a combination of all those things, and we do pride ourselves on staff knowledge, just like going into a winery or a boutique wine shop. It's nice when the people there know. The product, and it actually serves 2 levels. If you are a novice, let's say wine drinker, to use that analogy, it's nice to have a real expert there to help educate you on where you might want to try, what products you might want to try, what you want to drink, something different, or something that's in your price range. Conversely, you get an expert going in, and they like to shoot the breeze with the other experts, right? So 2 different conversations can happen. One could be one of guidance, and the other one could be one of sharing and consulting on a common ground, right? So I think we're kind of nailing both of them. And, I just was looking at some of the growth numbers that we had in the last quarter. Ending this quarter yesterday, okay, our sales are up over the same period last year. Our sales are up 31%. Our profit is up 28%. Our 12 months, when you look at our annualized 12-month audited financials, we are now projecting a 73% increase in this 12 months. So it's huge. It continues to increase. Even I am sometimes surprised that we can continue to get increases month over month, and it's great. And I think a lot of it's coming from eroding the black market, plus getting people more acquainted, and removing the stigma of cannabis. Don't forget, we're not just talking flower here. Like as I mentioned before in our last episode, we're talking edibles, we're talking CBD, we're talking glassware, a lot of products that are associated with cannabis.
I can't help but also think that safety in the quality of the product, knowing that you are getting a regulated product, that when you consume it, you know what's in it, because we have seen in the black market, you don't know what the quality and the purity of that product is. Do you see that as being a contributing factor?
100%. I mean, there's no way that the black market operations are paying as much attention to all of the ingredients and the percentages thereof in the product. Just like if you're growing tomatoes, I mean, you could have a good year, a bad year, you're still selling with your same clients. I mean, the government is really strict, making sure that these producers have the exact ingredients, exact percentage of THC and or CBD on the package. You can read it, and you can come in and you know what you're getting. But if you don't, you return it. Try doing that in the black market. But it's I think that's part of it. The packages are nice. We have clients coming in. I mean, I had a client. We had some clients come in last week. I was talking with one of them there, and they were saying that they said that our products are actually less expensive than their dealers. Okay, so
wow. So you're opening a new store now in North Vancouver. Tell us about that.
It's on a new store. It's an expansion. Okay, so there's two things that are happening out of the North Van store. Number one, we introduced deliveries about 6 months ago, and we were kind of a bit of a market disturber because we offered free delivery, and our average delivery time is 20 minutes. So when you call us, you're getting your product free. Well, you got to pay for the product. Delivery's free, and it comes in average time 21 minutes. We keep track of the averages. So sometimes it might be like 35, sometimes it might be 12. And that's revolutionary, because in the past, believe it or not, when black market had delivery, and believe it or not, there's still some black market delivery. I don't know why the government doesn't hammer them down. You get it like, you order today, you get it by 5 o'clock. You get it within 6-7 hours. I see that some of the BC cannabis stores are now offering or threatening to offer delivery, but it's next day. So you order. I mean, I don't know who you're going to order a pizza for next day. I'm not sure about that. But even some of the other dispensaries or the licensed cannabis recreational shops that are offering delivery, they're charging for delivery, or they're staying within 3-4 hours. I mean, for us, that's absurd. It's like, it's 20 minutes. And it was quite shocking at first, because when people started calling us, they were shocked that the driver got there so fast. It was like, sometimes people will order a bit of cannabis with their Uber Eats, and enhances. They'd like to have a couple of smokes before they eat, believe it or not. And they were shocked at how fast the cannabis was coming, because they hadn't done their Uber Eats order yet. So I talked to my drivers, and they say that 60-70% are repeat customers. So just calling, and some of these orders are good orders. So that's great. What happened with our building we had about 800 square feet in North Van, and it's busy there. I mean, there's a lineup every morning. We serve hundreds of customers every day at that store, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And we just thought, let's get some bigger. We need some bigger space. So next door is available. It's about 3,000 square feet, and we were negotiating on a lease for a while. We just got it literally signed last week, 7 days ago, and we're now renovating, and we'll be putting the applications in to have the bigger sort of showroom showcase store, which is literally next door to our other store. It shares a wall. So it's as a matter of fact, we already have all of our advertising up on the new store, because it's just one door versus the other. It's a totally seamless move, and we're looking to be able to have more SKU numbers, more products, more glassware, more space for our customers, and just really continuing to enhance and pay attention to the customer experience, making it as positive as possible.
Where do you go from here as far as retail outlets are concerned?
Well, there's been a bit of a shakeup in the industry, because some of these locations are not as profitable. Right now we think we have 6. Some of them aren't as busy as others. So, and we're only allowed to have 8. So we are speaking to the government to see whether or not BC may allow us to have more than 8. Mm-hmm. And I think stage 1 would be for us to look at either selling or retooling the ones that aren't as profitable, and swapping them out for ones that are more profitable. So you got to check some zones, and if I had a choice, I'd like to have 8 high revenue profitable cannabis stores, right? So it's a bit of a process, and we do that one of 2 ways. We continue to rent space in territories where there is no cannabis yet, it's not allowed, like for instance, Surrey, parts of Langley. In fact, we do have a Langley location that we're renting right now, hoping that we're talking to Langley, they may switch and allow cannabis. Well, we have a store ready to go there if they do. We did the same thing in West Van where we rented a store, and we competed with 12 other people, approximately 12, to get a West Van license. We were not one of the, well, there was only one in our zone that succeeded, so they got it, we didn't. So we're not renting that store anymore. So, these are long-term leases with a minor penalty to get out within 12 months. So thankfully, it wasn't that much of a cost. But we're doing that again in Langley right now. So that's one method. The other method is to buy existing ones. So we are in negotiations right now. I was just on the phone literally before this call. We are looking at other locations that we could buy. We are really healthy. We are cash positive. Our stores are among the top in BC in terms of revenue and profit. So we are strong with zero debt. So we're in a strong position to be able to acquire, to be able to roll up. The biggest challenge would be the fact that right now you can only have 8 stores, okay, in BC.
Can I ask whether or not it's okay for us to just have a quick little brief discussion about another part of your business, which is your online learning?
Yeah, the whole, the mother of this entire journey has been our online learning that we set up with cannabis. As Canada was going legal, we had some of the best cannabis instruction, and that helped us parlay into or pivot into cannabis retail. But during COVID, a lot of the IT and training and face-to-face went by the wayside. A lot of corporations de-staffed or people weren't working. So there's been quite a lull in training, corporate training. And when I say corporate training, I'm talking about, we're one of the top and been around the longest corporate training companies in Canada, in the USA, in the UK. We did all the computer training when computer first came in. And since computer training was on, we've added more training. So we have customer service training. We call it soft skills, dealing with customers, dealing with leadership, dealing with difficult situations, how to run your business, how to build confidence in your sales team. A whole plethora of different courses. But COVID has done 2 things that have put us in a really strong position. And number one is, sadly, many smaller corporations have gone out of business. So we're getting calls across North America for consulting, for training, for different types of staff, basically corporate training. Okay, but number 2, something we had tried to do before COVID was get corporations or get customers to use Zoom, okay, or GoToMeeting, or some type of internet device where you could be online. And guess what? There was a huge pushback. People weren't doing it. They wanted face to face. So we're always pushing upstream, trying to get companies to go online, like we're doing right now. It's really convenient. It's really easy. Well, COVID has introduced Zoom and face-to-face internet to the world. It's now totally accepted. And we are doing some serious, we're having record months right now. I'm talking serious, hundreds of thousands of dollars in online training. And our classes are logging in, not just from Vancouver, but from Victoria, from Toronto, from the United States, Minnesota, Los Angeles. And we don't just have 8 people in a class, we have 15, 20. It's amazing. And so we're now ramping up with Zoom licenses, with Zoom instructors, and with all of the companies that have gone out of business, we have lots of instructors that are applying for positions because they don't have a company to work for anymore. So that's a whole other hidden jewel that we've discovered and are looking forward to develop over the coming months. And not the least of which is our new On Track TV that we're going to be relaunching in about probably 30 days. It is a whole platform with thousands of learning videos, small videos, or learning videos broken down into small units. We always say inch by inch, learning is a cinch. Yard by yard, learning is hard. But On Track TV that we used to charge for, we're launching with thousands of courses, free subscription. Just log in. Corporations will pay for a enterprise license if they want to be able to manage or help develop courses or monitor their staff in terms of what they're learning. But right now, it's going to be a free green service offered to people to learn their skills, either on the IT side or on the customer service side or the soft skills side. We're really excited about it.
So with your different streams of business, the company's looking healthy. What's the number one thing that you want viewers to take away from our interview today?
I would like the number one thing would be 75% increase in yearly revenues that could even accelerate. That's pretty significant.
Good time to invest.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Stu.